Okay.
Good evening? Morning? God, it's weird. I'm not used to restream starting after midnight. I don't know what the hell it is. But welcome back to Zelda Speedruns, round 2 of our Breath of the Wild coverage tonight. We've got Group A match here between Tapir and NewbornAndSalted. Litbooks once again joining us on the mic. How's it going, Litbooks?
It's good. I'm getting a little sleepy, but I just grabbed some water and I'm doing a little reading, and now I'm ready to show you all what this run's all about. It's very cool.
All right, I will hand it over to you. We'll get this race started here shortly.
All right. I hope you all are ready to see some cool dungeons, some cool tricks, and if you all have never seen the newer trick, IST duplication glitch that we now have, you're in for a treat. So we should get this underway pretty soon. Tapir actually was just commentating with me previously on ZSR2, so he's literally just hopped on this game. And Newborn is one of our, I wouldn't say he's a newer runner, but he enjoys doing some of the more niche categories, like all Kilton medals and some of those different things. So he does a lot of those kind of runs, and Tapir is rather dominant on our leaderboard. I think he's third or fourth in any percent, and he's got a pretty good time in this all dungeons race. So I expect him to put up a really good time. So this should be a good race. And they're off. So again, we start the timing here from new game. We're just a little bit slightly different from our main categories on SRC. So when we get the end time at the end, if you wonder what that would look like on a leaderboard, you would subtract 1 minute and 7 seconds, because that's the average amount of time that it takes to load this cutscene. As we get started here, you'll notice that the run is actually in Italian, not French, if you're only used to watching Breath of the Wild any percent. And this is because the way that we determine which language is faster in this game is based on how fast each Zelda talks. Or sometimes it's monk, depending on like if you're in All Shrines or Hundo or something. But Italian Zelda is much faster at speaking the words once you land in Rito Village, and then also when she rants at you at the end. So that's why we're in Italian here. Yeah, and it is pretty interesting. So that's why you'll see so many different languages used in Breath of the Wild, and that's why in like a category like Hundo or All Shrines, English is surprisingly fastest, which is almost never the case. So. We're gonna clip out of Shrine of Resurrection. This run's gonna look pretty normal for a while. Both of our runners struggling a little bit to get out of SOR. That's okay. Tapir getting the double bump pretty successfully, so yeah, he's out. Newborn should be out momentarily, hopefully. Man, he's on slipping down. Tapir's gonna pop out of the snow here and run towards this Boca camp where we get our first set of weapons and all the things that we need to perform a lot of the glitches on Plateau. Also, he'll get some food and backup food, which he'll need to keep until we approach our duplication trick, because the food will be used for that later. So, oh boy. Yeah, he's gonna pick up all these peppers. He needs at least 3 peppers, if not more, for safety. And then Zelda's gonna speak to us. here. I know. It is. I am in PST, which is nice. So it's not actually that late for me. It's just 9. So, but I actually don't have any coffee at the moment. Unfortunately, I normally do, but I'm just out of it right now. You see, SrTapir's gonna get this BLSS and wiggle on over to bombs. While Newborn's about to hopefully get this clip and then do the same thing. So really the only, there's not really anything that you would see kind of different here on Plateau. I don't know why he did the full ragdoll cancel there, but it was a little bit slower. Hopefully that Boko won't give him too much trouble. At least. I hate Link's targeting actions are so annoying sometimes. But yeah, you won't really see anything too different from like the normal 90% speedrun here on Plateau. It'll look pretty much the same until we get off Plateau. So not many surprises here. Hopefully this. Okay, good. He got away before the Boko. But then he dropped it. Unfortunate. Getting that turn is sometimes really annoying. Meanwhile, SrTapir is going to go over here and do himself a gamer win bomb. And unfortunately won't get it. The win bomb's called the gamer win bomb because it is a little bit more difficult to perform than the normal win bomb that we should see Newborn do here in a few seconds. It does save. It does save about, I think, 7 seconds if you get it first try, but I think it ends up being about even if you fail it, or maybe even a couple seconds slower. So, yeah. So while SrTapir is not gonna go talk to Italian old man, which if you notice his ho-ho in English is very, sounds like he's dying. Newborn will hopefully perform this wind bomb. You get to see the other wind bomb that you can do in the shrine. Which he will. Oh no, Newborn! That's so unfortunate. You get the wrong ragdoll there. A lot of times you'll die. The goal is on that wind bomb to really hit near the cannon, rather than like on the floor there, because there's a BLSS you can do. Oh my gosh, he almost died again. That's so scary on a quarter heart. So there are 2 routes that are in use right now for all dungeons. The faster, and I'd say probably more popular at this point, would be towerless all dungeons, which obviously means that you don't get tower. That does a couple of things differently to our route. It does mean that we can't activate any shrines, and if we wanted to, for some reason, go on any shrines, which we don't for this run, we would have to clip in. Down with SrTapir. You know, both of these runners are great. So, I love Newborn here in our chat, probably during his old man cutscene. Right. SrTapir told me during our commentary that he'd probably do the cool wind bomb in here, which is called Canal Wind Bomb. So he's gonna aim a specific point here, do a little turn. Oh, unfortunately, he's got hit against the side here, so he's just gonna have to run through it. But normally you'd hit the top of the wall. He's gotten boxed in. Hit the top of the wall behind the shrine and then jump down. He's just gonna run through at this point. So actually, we'll see Newborn do the tower route here. So we'll get to see the little bit of routine differences that occur. They're not too many, but you'll definitely see them. The difference is mainly being that there's a lot of there's a couple more longer BLSSs, and there's a couple points where you warp. But other than that, not too much different. Newborn, unfortunately, will lose a little bit of time to Tapir, though, because this tower cutscene is long as heck. Bad wiggler. Wiggling is definitely a skill. And like Tapir said previously, it's really a lot of stamina. There's some really long BLSSs that you have to go for, and it just can be a little bit tiring on your hands. Trying to not drop them. Because if you don't know anything about this trick, you can't go neutral. Otherwise, you'll drop this little animation that Link has. So interestingly enough, this is kind of weird. Well, to it's not actually weird. This is part of the setup. But Newborn's gonna go. Oh, Tapir doesn't have DLC. Thank you, Nolan, for pointing that out. So part of the setup actually does require you to pick up a gem at some point. A nice fall damage cancel from Newborn. But it requires you to pick up a gem just to we're going to duplicate that gem and then use it to pay for some arrows and the Gerudo clothes. So Tapir is going to have to pick up a gem at some point, probably at the rare or near the Royal Claymore that he's going to grab later. Tapir's having a little trouble with the stasis clip, but thankfully just get it. And then if you noticed, Newborn actually did pick up, there's a DLC chest there that has a ruby that is allowed here, because it's day 1 DLC. Hello, Twig. Welcome. GG's on your run. It was a pleasure commentating it. I hope you are well. We see Newborn's just gonna run through here. And, oh, got a little bit of a ragdoll boost here. Meanwhile, Tapir's gonna wind bomb in this shrine. Gonna hit the top of this here shrine thing. And then get stasis. So they're about a shrine behind. Well, I'm excited to see you race more. Alright, we'll see Tapir doing the stasis boulder ride up to the tree that he's going to use to BLSS. And then Newborn's going to hopefully complete this BLSS and then wind bomb up to stasis and hopefully start his stasis shrine there. The really cool thing about the people who are really good at doing this BLSS is that you can actually go fast enough that you don't take your cold damage timer actually resets. The game just has no idea why you're going so fast. So I think that's really cool. But Tapir's gonna get skill in the snow and an ESC in. Nice wind bomb from Newborn, just barely making it over the edge. But the nice thing here is now that he doesn't have to clip in, so he can just kind of do, not have to mess around with those clips. Alright. Both of our runners are getting the very interesting shrine pedestal cutscene. Tapir already read Ragdoll cancelled, so he's pretty good to go. Let's up and over into the monk cage. Well, hopefully Newborn will get this wind bomb. Oh, unfortunate. A little bit off. Didn't quite go the direction he wanted. So unfortunately, he's gonna have to run a little bit and do a little jump to get around this boulder. So Tapir will get out of here with a pretty and okay plateau time. My guess is somewhere. I'm not sure whether it'll be a 14, like a high 14 or a low 15, but somewhere in there. He's gotta PLSS over and then listen to the old man for a little bit, so. Alright. Last fall damage cancel for Tapir. Nice. Unfortunately for Newborn, it just, Boulder Ride did not go like he wanted it to. So we'll try again on that while Tapir will move on past the plateau. Yeah, so he'll get a low, a high 14, so that's nice. All right. So some runners will opt here to use kind of they need a one-handed weapon to perform what is called a hold smuggle during IST. You can either grab the torch by the old man's hut like Tapir did, or probably what Newborn will do is he will, because I don't think he grabbed the torch. Newborn will probably, after this shrine and after he gets the paraglider, go down and bomb the BOGO for his club, which is a one-handed weapon. So the things that we duplicate in this IST setup are fairies, ancient arrows, depending on your setup, normal arrows, and some type of gem, whether it's ruby or something else. So you'll see Tapir dropping this bow for extra time, just saving time here. So which means that he will not be getting 4,000 normal arrows. So unfortunate for him, his loss. But yeah, anyway. And then he'll be jumping up here to get a BLSS over to Rito, not to Rito Village quite yet, but on our way to Rito Village. This is as opposed to, you can do 2 minutes up to the Ganon's Pillar, and it's a little bit more of a risky strat, and you'll get a step up from on the again. This works. This is a bit safer, and it works just as well. It's a little tiny bit slower, but it'll be fine. All right, so Newborn will, at this point, be going over to the old man as well. Probably get somewhere in an 18, which is, I think, pretty. I mean, it's not probably what he would prefer, but I mean, it's okay. But Tapir is over here. He's going to go grab the fairy first and some mighty thistles. You might ask, why mighty thistles? You can't eat. You can't even eat them. Well, you will see why we need 3 mighty thistles. Sorry, Newborn. Hey, KB. Hope you're doing well. So also, if you noticed, I don't know why he got that carrot. Not 100% sure he got the carrot. Anyway, he's not. Tapir's now going to grab this Royal Claymore that's just conveniently sitting up here. As well as you can see, Newborn was doing what I was seeing before, and he is, what is it called? I'm brain dead. Okay, he was grabbing the Boko Club. Oh, so I see now so Tapir is actually not gonna grab a gem, which means that he's probably gonna sell fairies, is my guess. So his setup is gonna be a little bit different than what I have looked at and researched. And I had to reconnect them. Yeah, I apologize. I just make sure that my mic is still working, because sometimes it doesn't like being paused. Okay, awesome, it is. Alright, so we're starting here, the craziest trick here in the run. Again, I might do a little bit more explaining of this when Newborn does it, because I'm more familiar with Newborn's setup. Because Tapir doesn't have DLC, his setup will be slightly different. You see, Newborn just actually sorted his inventory in a way. He dropped a bunch of things and then picked it back up. That will be in preparation for IST as well. I see Newborn is also opting to do the rim bombs up to that kind of castle bridge. Definitely the more safer option, so that's good. Good to see our runner do that. I'm in a race setting. So. And now we are more synchronized. So Tapir is going to organize his inventory a little bit, or make sure that his inventory is correct, and then do a hard save. Here he's going to hold Smuggle. So you're going to see him hold a bunch of items. He's going to drop a couple of items in a pile to save them to use later, and then he will hold Smuggle. This trick is a little bit tricky because so I now see where he used the carrot. Because you have to get the timing. You have to do an A press, either ZR or whistle and then an A press in order to actually what is called break the slots. This trick ruins lives. What the carrot is doing there, if you're wondering, okay, what's the carrot doing there? It is there simply to give an indication of whether the trick worked or not. If you don't have an item like that in your inventory, you have no idea whether the trick worked or not. Not a great thing. Yeah, it was so sad to me. We were like, please just unequip it. Just unequip it. So here Newborn is grabbing his fairies. And his thistles. Your inventory needs to be in a very, very specific way for this to work. If you have even like one thing, like for Twick, something he didn't unequip something during one of his save reloads, it like completely messes it up, which is unfortunate. But now Tapir should be almost done. He's just got to sell his fairies for some monies. You see he's got his inventory looks a little funny now. So he's gonna sell about 500 fairies, I think. And the reason why runners switched to doing the setup that Newborn's gonna do is because it is just a little bit faster to sell gems versus 500 fairies. You get to sit in that loading screen a little bit less time. Looks like Newborn unfortunately didn't get, I think he was going for a super launch. And he's now going to have to do another wind bomb. He had to get a truffle there. Meanwhile, Tapir is on his way to his first Divine Beast. Tapir's even doing a little cheeky little pre-fire there. You can do that and hopefully it'll hit that first target. It's a little difficult, but it definitely works. I think it's funny that the arrow stays in there for that long. Alright, as you see, the pre-fire did work, and he has one free target now. So he's gonna grab this Falcon Bow and head on up to Meadow. Yeah. Zelda's still talking. Still talking for Newborn. I mean, it's not even like the longest set of talking that we have to deal with. Fish drama takes the cake with that. But yeah. Alright, well, what we'll see next from Tapir is we'll see him drop right out of this, right from Teba. And he'll go ahead and shoot that first cannon right in front of him. And then he'll do a little wind bomb and get to the center much faster than if he were to glide. Alright, Newborn's starting his IST. He's going to go ahead and hard save. And what the game is doing here is we're going to really confuse the game between, there's a thing called game data, and there's a thing called visible inventory. We're going to make the game think that we have different things in our inventory that are actually there by selling, by breaking these material slots so that the game thinks that we don't have any more of those materials, which in fact we do. And so what he's going to do there is going to break 7 slots. And then after that, what he's going to do, you're going to see him drop his weapons. And you might be like, okay, why in the world would you do that? That seems really dumb. So what he's actually doing is he's making the game think that he has no inventory at all. It's just really highly confused. You see, he dropped all the weapons. And now he's going to unequip his weapon. And for a brief second, if you looked there, he's actually going to have an extra weapons page at the end of his inventory after the meals. Super weird. The game is very, very confused. And what this allows us to do is actually right over the the items, the way that we know how many materials or arrows we have is this thing called, I think it's called something life. Anyway, the durability of the, what is it? I think it's the claymore. Where is it? I think it's like the claymore and the potlet gets overwritten to the shot the bird, very important. Gets overwritten. And so now Newborn has a bunch of fairies, all the money he could need, and all the engine arrows he could ever need. Meanwhile, Tapir has very nicely almost finished. Oh, unfortunate. He's almost finished this Divine Beast. He only has 2 more terminals. Oh, I'm just realizing my cat ate my plant and ate a new an offshoot. I'm really annoyed about that. What the heck? Unfortunately, I had a little bit of trouble with that last wind bomb. He got caught on the meadow arm, I guess. I know, cat. And Tapir's gonna grab some ice layers for later. We're gonna use that to do some BTBs, and then he's gonna do a cool little shot by shooting this magnesis thing, and it's gonna go zoom. It's gonna be great. That's the last terminal. Alright. So Tapir's gonna go ahead and work on Windblight here. Windblight's a little bit tricky in that you really do need to get headshots, and annoying. Windblight falls all over the place and stuff, but Tapir's gonna handle him well. Unfortunate wind bomb from Newborn. Tapir's gonna walk over and make sure he gets that headset. Yeah, he's a little bit annoyed with himself for not getting that wind blight within the cycle. Unfortunate. That's frustrating. Yeah. Oh, that's what the explosion was. I see. Now that makes sense. That's funny. With that, we've got 1 runner going into Meadow and 1 runner coming out. I'm loving the little banter here. If that Tapir is gonna get access to the most powerful bow in the game, which we're gonna keep to the very end of the run. Use it sparingly, use it at the right times. Now comes one of the longest BLSSs. I think the longest BLSS in the route. We're just gonna go all the way to Gerudo Town. He's gonna have to curve around the mountains and have a lot of fun with that, and make his arm like, oh no, Tapir. So this is actually a side effect of IST, is that as long as you don't close your game, the glitch is still active. The slots are still broken. So if you were to reload, you would duplicate everything at the back of your inventory. So as Tapir has a couple of spirit orbs back there and his divine beast power, he really doesn't want to deactivate his divine beast power, like Gales, because those are really important for the later divine beasts. So he's going to choose to just set up this BLSS again instead of reloading and wasting time closing the game and reopening it. Meanwhile, we have Newborn, who is making his way through Meadow. Still has 2 terminals left. I'm not sure what Tapir's going to choose to do here. He's going to try to find another BLSS step-up spot, or I assume that he's not going to try to wind bomb the whole way. Maybe he will. He has infinite health, so it really, the only thing is it's a bit of time loss, but he has infinite health. I don't know if you all saw that, but if you just saw the floating malice, that's because the tower's not there. The game's really confused about why you would try to go somewhere without activating the tower, so that's why it looks kind of funny. Alright, so looks like Tapir is going to restart his BLSS here. Hopefully make it over there. It is nice that Gerudo Town is significantly lower in elevation. So it's not really a problem that he lost all of that. I mean, it was slower, but it's not going to impact him as much. So with that, Newborn is finished with the Divine Beast. He just has to go kill Windblight. Hopefully we'll see a nice clean Windblight from Norman. Oh my goodness, I don't know why I keep on saying Norman. Newborn. Blech. Brain's dead. Alright, so Newborn's going to try to headshot him as many times as possible. And then that's how he's going to get through the first phase. Meanwhile, Tapir is arriving. Oh, gracious. I'm like, why you gotta fall like that? Tapir's gonna approach Benjamin, ask him if he's creeping on some ladies, and he indeed is creeping on some ladies, which is amazing and wonderful. We love that. He's gonna go get his clothes. Well, Newborn is finished off Windblight very well. He actually didn't hit one of the turret things, so obviously he must be better than Tapir. He must be. So, you know, that's what true skill is. You're just gonna repeat the same thing. Actually, not 100% sure. The route might deviate here. I'm not 100% sure what the difference is for towerless and the tower full routes, but this might be a difference. Coming up here. Newborn just had a couple of field tricks on plateau, and then also he activated tower, which is about I would guess about 30 seconds slower. Yeah, so you've seen Newborn's going to use his ability to warp to go. He went to Cryonis. Cryonis is actually a really, really nice VLSS spot. It's super high up, so you can get most places from Cryo. It's very nice. Really useful in bingo. Meanwhile, Tapir has gotten his clothes and is going to buy some shock arrows because we need them for Ruta. It also ensures that what's her name? Riju is loaded in because there's a chance if you go in here too fast that she will not be there, and then you will get soft locked, and then you are sad. So. Tapir is going to talk to Riju here for a while we watch Newborn get clothes. So one of the things that Newborn's going to be able to do here is activate Dakochise, which is something that Tapir is not able to do because he doesn't have tower. So Newborn actually will save time over Tapir when he gets to. I think I'm not exactly sure what the timing is there. I'm not sure compared to the warp time what it is. My guess is a tiny bit faster to warp, but I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on that. Alright, here Tapir's gonna head to go do a BTB. It's gonna get him up and around the mountains to get into the hideout, the Yuka clan hideout. So he's actually going to have to do two separate BTBs. The first is going to be a Boko BTB. You're going to see he's going to shoot an arrow to attract the Bokoblin, and he's going to freeze him in a very specific angle. And from there, he'll jump off of him and go very high in the air. Nice. This is one of the harder parts of the run. Unfortunately, he didn't get as much height as he wanted to, but he's going to be able to back it up pretty nicely with midair. Alright, now we're going to do a Moblin BTB. We're going to shoot in a very specific spot. Freeze this Moblin in a very specific angle. And then it's going to jump on him and go. The intent is very vertically. I'm going to go over this mountain. So it is cool that BTBs still are in this run. Because they're a cool trick. Super nicely clips in to hideout. Gonna grab his duplex bow because interestingly, one of the tricks in Noboris requires a duplex bow. It's really weird. You can't do it with a single shot or a triple shot bow. It has to be the duplex bow. And you're gonna see if you haven't watched a Hundo run or an AD run recently, you're gonna see a little bit of some optimizations that we have found within Koga. Which is really cool. Well, we're both in cutscenes now. Alright, so we're going to use a large volley of ancient arrows here on Koga. Just going to spam him down. And then use the claymore. Newborn's going to be attempting the same set of BTBs as Tapir did. Oh, unfortunately, Tapir did not get the one cycle on Koga. Gonna throw a spear at him. Thank you so much, that guy, for the sub. I'm sure Sar appreciates that a lot. I'm not 100% sure why Tapir just did that, but no. So you see, Newborn also did not get quite the perfect BTB he was looking for, so he is gonna wind bomb up instead. Oh, yeah. Alright, so here you'll see some of one of the optimizations that we found. Is Tapir's gonna. Oh, unfortunately, he didn't make it. Of course, we're about to explain it. Tapir's gonna. Did drag the ball across the ground, and what you have to do is release B at a very right as the circle it gets over the pit, and theoretically it will hit Koga and one cycle him for that last cycle. It's very cool. I like that trick a lot when I get it. When I don't, it's frustrating. So annoying. Alright, well, let's see how Newborn does on his BTB here. Very nice. Gonna barely squeeze over that mountain. And fly straight to the Yukon hideout. Right, so this again will be the slight difference coming up here, and where Tapir, again, he cannot warp. He does not have the tower. He never activated it. So he's going to have to wind bomb up a couple of levels up to a BLSS spot. And then he will BLSS back. Which again, it might be faster than warp. I'm not really sure. But that is the difference in the route, is that Newborn is able to warp here. It certainly is like a little bit easier to warp, obviously. So, yeah. That Spear is really good at this whole BLSS thing, so it is very fast for him to BLSS over. It's funny to me that Link falls faster than a bomb. I guess it makes sense because Link's heavier than a bomb. I was gonna say, Newborn, you're so nice, arrows. Right. This is what I've seen people normally do. I was a little surprised that Tapir did the Claymore on Koga on that first cycle, but a lot of times runners will just shoot the man down. And then he'll finish him up with the little Claymore here. And then... unfortunate that he didn't quite get it all the way. Probably need like one more hit. Which is unfortunate. Super unfortunate, but whatever. It's not that bad. Heckin' Koga. Alright, so we'll see Newborn also try to attempt the same optimization. Drag it across the round, press B. Not quite. Timing's pretty tight, so won't get it. Tapir tried to get a super launch there over to redo. Unfortunately, did not get it, and actually got quite a slow launch instead, so he opted to midair. Over. This is one of the cooler parts that are out. Hi, Rick. Hope you're doing well. Once Riju finishes her cutscene, takes so long, can go ahead and start the cool escort part, which is not really an escort anymore. We just kind of leave Riju behind. She doesn't need to escort us anywhere. I don't know that I've ever noticed Naboris's feet just sticking out below that cloud before. I feel like that's kind of funny. Right. You see now, Newborn's gonna look. While Tapir is gonna go over far away. You wouldn't think, like, hey, you should, like... Oh, okay, yes. I forgot that was a thing that they did. We just leave the sand seal behind. Just set up a BLSS here, and just BLSS. One of the more annoying things about this is if you're accidentally pressing A too much, you can... Rudy will ask you if you want to continue or if you want to retreat, and unfortunately the A option is retreat, and so many of our has been annoyed by the fact that they were mashing A too much and just picked the wrong option. Alright, so Peter's gonna... Oh, that's unfortunate. Gonna end up shooting all these hoods and moving on to the Boris. Alright, so Naboris can be a bit of a tricky divine beast, just because it has the mid-airs after the neck can be a little bit tricky, and then if you choose to do the ESC out of the last cage, that also can be a bit tricky. So it's one that runners practice quite frequently. Newborn will attempt his super over to the outpost. I believe he did get it. So look at him zooming, very zooming, much speed. And Tapir will start by galing up here and turning this cog. You'll see after he is done turning this cog, he'll go ahead and set skew for that ESC that I mentioned earlier. Nice little skew spot here. It looks like he wasn't quite happy with that skew, so he's going to reset it and move on then. And jump up on this thing and shoot the arrow. If you're ever struggling with this and you don't know why the camera won't snap back to you there, you need to spam ZR, because then and not touch the camera stick, because then the camera will snap back to you and you can finally move and figure out where you are. This is the annoying little mid-air that can be annoying sometimes. Tapir performed it very well. Newborn starting his entry, getting that wind bomb, and then that BLSS spot. Oh man, he almost pressed A. I saw that hesitate on the retreat button. Would have been annoying. He would have been annoyed at himself. Meanwhile, Tapir's 2 terminals away from finishing the Boris. Boris is actually quite a quick beast. Not sure which one's the longest beast. I've never thought about that before. The worst feels very not even close. Surprised that Newborn is using his Great Eagle bow here. I was told by Tapir that the Great Eagle bow's durability is not that tight, but if you do use it for extra stuff, then it has the potential to break before Calamity, and then you don't get the time save from not picking up the bow. So, from not picking up the bow, that's what I mean. Alright. Tapir's gonna do this last terminal. Gonna get a ride from the spinning mechanism. Activate this as quick as you can, so that he can start attempting this ESC. Hopefully he'll get it first try. And then he'll be on to Thunderblight. It looks like Tapir's just he's not quite pleased, or he's gonna try to attempt it one more time, I guess. Oh, nice. Okay, he got it. So he's gonna wait for that to come around and lift him on up to the pedestal. Newborn actually has gained a little bit of time here, because he is starting the Divine Beast as Tapir's doing Thunderblight, so that's the good news. Tapir's gonna get bullet time and try to get as many headshots as he can here. Alright. Nicely done from Newborn on getting that nick. Oh my goodness. Don't let no one break your switch. He will do it at any opportunity he is given. Unfortunate that stairs completely blocked one of it. Oh, now he's got to deal with the shields back up. So that's annoying for Tapir. Ugh. Alright. Dang you, Thunderblight! And your face too. Alright, should be able to finish him off, yeah. Nice. Alright, so if interesting that Newborn opts to go for the wind bomb here instead of just galing, just what normally people do. I don't know why he's not galing. Maybe his Ruda his gale routing is different. Anyway, if Newborn can execute Wind Blight well, he can gain a little bit of time on Tapir. There's still quite a big gap, but Oh, you have a different gale routing. Okay, interesting. Right. So interestingly enough, even though we Tapir didn't activate Tower, you still can warp to Divine Beasts and Shrine of Resurrection if you really wanted to. So Tapir is gonna go from the Boris and do a really long BLSS to Ruta. Over when he's going to be stuck in 7 minutes of talking. No, really, it really is 7 minutes. It's so much. Is it 6 minutes? I don't know. Alright, let's see if Newborn gets this ESC while Tapir does this BLSS over. Oh boy. Nice. Nice ESC there. Oh. Interesting there. He put away his weapon for some reason. I don't know why. But you need to have your weapon out in order to do this weapon bashing correctly. If you don't have your weapon out, for you. And as you can see, the game is not quite loaded in Zora's Domain. Like a floating fish king there. I think he's a little confused. I'm going a little fast for it. Alright. Hopefully this goes well for Newborn. I guess as we're stuck in lots of... Oh, lights, I mean, thunder lights rolling. Okay. Nice from Newborn. Caught up a small amount to Tapir because he had a little bit of cleaner fight. But Tapir just still have a sizable lead. Right. So Newborn is also going to be, I think he's going to Redania. Or not Redania. Oh my goodness. The Boris perch. My brain's dead. Yep. And he's going to do the same BLSS that Tapir just did a couple minutes ago. Or no, he's not. Okay, I lied. Don't listen to me. Huh, interesting. I wonder why he does this. I have to ask Newborn about it later. Oh wait, is he going to Eldon first? Oh, this also might be a slight difference in the two routes. I think I remember this. My brain's like reaching back to it. I think what I'm pretty sure is happening is so the tower route also has you go and free Unobo first, then go to Ruta, and then go back to Eldon, which is why he switched to a metal bow. So we'll just see a bit of a divergence for a bit between these two routes. Gives us something to talk about so we're not both stuck in fish drama, which is nice. kind of BLSSing is not, I don't know, not too much to talk about with BLSS. Alrighty, so what was that game? I don't know if that was the stream or did he just like go suddenly in a different direction? That was so weird. Okay, so NewbornAnd's confirming that was just the game was being real weird. Huh. That was very odd. Alright. And then the game is just not let it end at all. So that's funny. Alright. Tapir is finally out of cutscene hell. Alright. And he's gonna hopefully execute these wind bombs perfectly. They're quite difficult because you really do need max height wind bombs to get over that. If you don't, you're going to have to walk the stairs of shame. Just that. So, Tapir's gonna start his Ruta entry here shortly. Oh boy. Meanwhile, Newborn is gonna do something slightly different and talk to Bluto to start freeing Unobo. So there are some cool pre-fire strats that you can do here that Tapir will hopefully execute. One is you can pre-fire the ice block here. If you know anything about Ruta, Ruta shoots ice blocks at you, and so you can hit one of them with a shock arrow. And then also he's going to try to pre-fire one of the terminals there right before he launches up into the first one. Newborn here is going to be oh, it didn't register it. That's so unfortunate. Ugh. Annoying. Newborn did a turn into the Unobo entrance. Oh, unlucky. Also, another thing is if you only he lost a lot of height. That was really weird. Oh wait, what? I thought he didn't get it. What the heck? That's wild. Dang, like he got up the last second. What the heck? Alright. Newborn should be done with this and getting the memory. Alright. And then Mifa talks for a long time here. It's always longer than you think it is. So Tapir told me that he'd be using I think he said he'd be using a slightly different route than maybe you've seen before. ZDI just came up with a new route for Ruta that's slightly faster. So the terminal that we normally do first is going to be last, I believe. Yeah, so you see he'll go up in Gale now. He's going to go get these two terminals. Or this one terminal. Maybe the next one. Newborn's having a little bit of trouble getting bullet time off of these little ledges. Nice coggers from, almost coggers from SrTapir. Alright. Nice load game. Alright, so Newborn's gonna activate that shrine. And then he's gonna leave. I'll let Yunobo suffer for a bit. And then go, if Link will let him, he's gonna go over to gracious, my mind is leaving me. To Ruda and Starfish Drama. Right. Yeah. Alright. Now SrTapir is gonna go and limp up to the tail of Ruda. And this nice height window. Woo! So much height, so much height. Man, those hills really look like potatoes there for a second. You see the Zora is a little bit more loaded in. That now that SrTapir is done stuff in Eldin, so it's closer. And now he too will have to sit through the long, ruinous fish drama. So SrTapir is gonna get this terminal, and then he'll be done with Ruda. Overshot a little bit, just a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna try to get a headshot there and knock him down. Do a body shot and then do a couple of headshots. Get to this first phase. Also making sure to land on one of those platforms so that you can immediately get a Cryonis spot off to be able to get bullet time to finish off Water Blight. You're gonna see his looks like. Oh, it's not his Great Eagle bow, that's badly damaged. Oh, that's true. Could do it in a dramatic reenactment. Except I feel like it would be very bad because I really don't know Italian. Be a very bad impersonation. Man, I'm starting to get hungry. I haven't had dinner yet. It's like 10:20, almost 10:20. I'm very hungry. Alright, SrTapir has just one Divine Beast to go. He does have to do the worst escort mission in the whole game. But you know, it's fine. I'm going to try to get a super launch here to get up to this waterfall, which you can't really wind bomb up unless you have more stamina. So, gonna climb up this using the Zora armor. You used to have to do a really tricky Lizalfo speed to be, but that's not the case anymore. Don't even have to bother with the Lizalfos. Do you have to bother with picking up the round bomb? But you know, other than that, it's great. Alright. So SrTapir will be reenacting much of what we saw from Newborn just a couple minutes ago. Oh, Newborn is still kind of stuck. It won't be out soon enough. And also, if you're wondering how many fairies is enough for these runners, I think they only use probably less than 100 fairies here. So that's kind of very nice BLSS from SrTapir. Good gracious game. Gotta load that much. Alright. Human's gotta complete his. One bomb's up. Yeah, not an easy thing to do. That still manages to get there. It's gonna do Rita entry, which is another like long cutscene. It's nice and casual, but it's a lot in speedrunning. Alright, SrTapir's gonna do this fancy little turn. Should definitely be enough. Hopefully, get him in there. Nice. Like any second now, you can load in there. Any second now. One interesting fact to note about wind bombing in Elden is that you can't wind bomb on the first tick of fire damage. So if you ever try to wind bomb in Elden and you don't have armor on, that's why, and you struggle. Alright, let's see what Newborn does here. Might just do 2 cycle and be committed to that. It looks like that. 2 cycles not that much slower, but that is a little bit slower. Also, if you're ever attempting this 1 cycle, don't ever do 3 terminals and not 4. Stick with 2 because Ruta will send out 10 ice balls if you do 3 terminals as opposed to 2. And meteors come right down from the sky. That's fine. SrTapir's gonna super off that very nicely. And then SrTapir is also gonna try to shoot these moblins without landing so that he doesn't trigger an extra cutscene that Yunobo can. Oh, unfortunately he does get it because he misses. Or he must have been too close to the cutscene trigger. Man, they really do talk a lot in this run, don't they? It's funny when the talking lines up. I'm like, well, I don't really know what to say while they talk in Italian for a while. So you'll see a slightly different route routing from Newborn. This is a more traditional route, probably. Oh, never mind. He's also going to do the cycle. The ZDI cycle. Hopefully he can catch it in time. Oh, just barely. Got it. Ooh. Unfortunately for Newborn, he wasn't able to climb out of that. Means you have to slide back out. It's not as fun. Nice coppers. There's two different ways you can do that terminal, and one is by manually moving the stick, and the other is by using motion controls. And the one with motion controls we call coggers. I don't really know why, but it's fun. So, yeah. Oh, he missed the eye. Apparently. Eh? Eye? Hello? Well, okay, that's cool. One of the more annoying parts about being on fire here is that none of the metal. There are very few of the metal bows that are long shot bows, and we pick up none of them in this run. The Rito bows are all long shots, however, so we kind of just constantly have to click ZR and put it away the bow in order to stop the bow from burning up. We don't want that. That'd be kind of sad. Oh, almost Tapir. Tapir did kind of like a little pre-fire there. And still, he's waiting for you, Noble, anyway. You might as well try. And this bow doesn't... After this escort, it only needs to last one more... Or not even one more shot. What am I saying? We don't do the Calamity thing anymore. Yeah, it doesn't even need to last, so... It can be as dead as you want. Nice backflip from Newborn. I like the swipe shot backup. I think it's my favorite. Man, Newborn's really having trouble with these eyes. They're not wanting to go for him. Alright, this comes up to my favorite terminal here. There's like this... Or not yet, but... Gonna turn back up. Newborn's gonna activate his last terminal. Oh, nice! Tapir got a diamond. I think Tapir likes to do that just to see what he gets. While he's waiting for your Nova, because it doesn't lose any time, because you gotta wait for the Nova anyway. Oh, close. Nice. Alright, let's see how Newborn does with his Water Blight. Nice. Very nicely done on the first phase. Alright, Newborn's gonna knock one blade down and then shoot him with shots. Hopefully headshots. Then he's gonna get back up and then it's easier to headshot. Very nicely done from Newborn. Alright, this is my favorite Rodania terminal coming up, or cannon coming up, because you do a little trick shot here where you can hit both the moblins in like one thing, if you have a multi-shot bow. So, Tapir has the Falcon Bow out. I think I saw that his Great Oak Bow is badly damaged, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So hopefully it's not, because that would be kind of annoying for him. It wouldn't be like the end of the world, but it would be annoying. Alright. This is where our two routes are going to come back together again. After Newborn gets out of this cutscene, he's going to go warp back to Eldin, and he's going to start what Tapir literally just finished. So we get to see Yunobo again. Yay! Aren't you guys excited? Isn't that the most amazing thing? Yeah. Man. Backstart. Alright. Rodania is kind of cool in that you do part of it in the dark. And so, unfortunately for Newborn, you also got the cutscene. You do like a trick shot in here. So, and then the best, most funniest trick in the whole game is in this one. It's very cool. Alright, so he's gonna do shoot a couple of things, and one of those things that he shot with a bomb arrow is the leaves and beam in order to get the metal block down that we will use later. So now he's gonna go get the metal. The big pop that I just made. Alright, so now Tapir's gonna go ahead and do like a little trick shot up here in order to get the ball to start rolling, literally down. So he's gonna aim at a specific spot on the back of your Johnny and get the arrow to bounce off. Nice. I love that the game like has to show you where to whistle because you've like never whistled before. Yeah, Tapir's gonna lift this up. Maybe you'll get the extra lucky ball rolling. This is the best trick in like the entire Divine Beast and ever. Is being able to squeeze through that hole. Very funny. Oh, nice. Got the lucky ball rolling. Man, that block almost yeeted out of there. And Newborn's almost running too fast, man. I gotta go squeeze back through the hole, activate the nut terminal, and then we're on our second to last terminal. It's kind of crazy. Alright. Last terminal for Tapir. deal with fire bites speedily. Nice. Now all that Tapir has to do is break his shield and then shoot him a bunch more times. Oh no, he's gonna Fury. Okay, cool. Nice. Alright, I must have been wrong. It must have been his shield that was badly damaged. So. My newborn's gonna do a little dance while he waits for Nunobo to come back. I think he's got one more left. Meanwhile, Zelda's gonna talk to us again, like we needed more cutscenes, thanking us for defeating all the divine beasts and telling us to go fight Ganon, which we will go and do forthwith. But also it's a long cutscene, and part of the reason why this run is run in Italian because floating gear, that's funny. Because Italian Zelda is faster here. Alright, and Tapir is making his way over now to Castle. Oh, Moplin's really hiding behind that sign, isn't he? Yep, Tapir is pretty good at this game, that's for sure. Alright, Castle's gonna take a long time to put in. And just enough to, like, catch Tapir. You're gonna see it's just, like, really not doing well here. It's very potato-y. And there, Tapir is not eating because he needs to heal. He is eating because he wants Castle loaded in just a tiny bit faster. Alright. We're just gonna hammer get him down with ancient arrows. Not much to it. While Newborn is starting Mudania. She will not be that far behind. Nice to bear. Unfortunately, the thing didn't catch fire for Newborn. It's being very annoying for him. Ooh, gravy. Oh, it's open. That's funny. Look at Tapir petting the horse. And so Tapir's gonna not pick up the bow flight because he doesn't need it. He has ancient arrows and a great eagle bow, so. He'll just be sitting out there for eternity, just spinning around. So sad. Poor Bowflight. He doesn't know. Nice pre-fire from Tapir. And Newborn's getting his drip from the Divine Beast. Didn't quite get the... Oh yeah, he did get the pre-fire. I'm done. Alright, let's see how this trick shot goes for Newborn. Nice. Got a first try. Both runners got a first try. Interesting note about these pre-fires here. If you... Oh, gracious. Got stepped on. These pre-fires are actually based on music cues, not like a visual cue or anything. So, I think it's actually quite unique in that way. So we're about to come up on time here. Giving the horse a carrot. Come on, horse, pay attention to the carrot. Eat it. GG's, Kapir. Good run. Good run. Yay. Alright. Now, of course, Tapir, I think you could come in for comms if you would like to. I mean, not for comms, for injury. And hopefully we'll get to see Newborn finish it up. This Newborn is quite close. Just has one more terminal. Or two more. Hey, GG Tapir. Long time no see.
Yeah, long time.
How'd you feel about that?
I felt like that could have been a PB, but I messed one slide.
Yeah. That one slide. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
I think if I reloaded and like closed the game and stuff, I might have PB'd, but I was like, okay, let me just try to get a step up somewhere close.
Yeah.
But it wasn't even like going neutral. I legit just let go of B. Like my thumb just like twitched off of B. I was like,
oh,
what? How did
that's the worst.
I was so confused. I'm like, oh no. Oh yeah.
Like, oh wait, yeah, my thumb's off you. That's not gonna work. You got lucky with that diamond, man.
Yeah, ours. It's a good wrap up of the run, you know. It's like.
Yeah, and then you know that shot on Ruta.
That was insane. I was like, what? I also got no Ruta world load start, which is why my whole thing was thrown off. Because I kind of just went, and then the things weren't spawning. I'm like, what? What's going on?
Oh, I know which load you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. No, that makes sense. That's funny. But yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm okay with this run.
Mhm.
I got another
pretty good time.
134. I somehow got a 134 in my qualifier, which I was very confused about because I kept on getting like 138 afterwards. So I guess maybe, I don't know. Maybe being under pressure just makes me tighten things up or play safer. I don't know. One of the two.
Nice. Yeah. Well, I think Ricky messaged and said that we could either read Newborn or watch him finish. I think I'm up for watching it finish because it should be one slide and then 30-second Ganon fight, but whatever you want to do. You also can bow out if you need to sleep for school tomorrow or something.
I don't have school on Fridays.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
But I think we'll stay on for a little longer and watch Newborn finish this up. Oh, did his pot lid burn up?
Oh, he has a very good backup here.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. There's like a vocal camp over here.
Ah, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I think there's like 3 chests, and one of the chests has a shield.
Nice. Topazio. There it is. Oh. It's the worst when you just slide off.
It's so weird, this game not giving ledge protection like everything, you know?
Yeah. Very inconsistent with ledge protection.
Try to be consistent, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I understand if it's like sloped down maybe and like Link kind of slides off, like sure.
Yeah.
Like a clear like right angle, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Should give you ledge protection every time, but no. Oh, it doesn't go for the post step up. Sad. I like the post step up.
But this step up, Sketo's step up. So
Okay.
you gotta go for Sketo's step up.
Sketo is the bomb. Haha, bomb. Haha. It's late at night. My jokes are terrible. My jokes are terrible to begin with, but late at night, they're even worse.
Surprised to see him running again.
Yeah, Sketo. Yeah. It's cool. What was he running most recently? I don't remember.
He was learning the long run.
The long run. Dang.
100%.
100%. Here we have Potato Castle again.
I really liked Noman's strat there where he ate. I stole that run.
Yeah, I saw that. It was cool. It's quicker than doing this. Flipping.
Yeah. Like I was like, it might have been a coincidence, but I tried it and like it instant loaded. So 2 for 2, that's enough statistical evidence for me.
Yeah, that must work. It mean it works every time.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Taken too much of No One's Run though, because I also messed up Thunderblight Phase 2.
that was something.
I was like, oh no, not again.
It was certainly something.
I need to pick and choose which strats I steal next time.
Yeah, don't steal the messing up part. It's not as nice. It's so interesting to me that you play better cold this way.
I think
like
it's
you said.
the way I don't like get bad muscle memory like right before I run.
Yeah.
Just go for it.
Super interesting.
It also just helps to like keep my mind off of it, you know. Just.
Yeah.
But I was very nervous for IST. That was the one drawback.
Yeah. Luckily that went fine.
Yeah, luckily it did.
Yeah.
I guess you could practice it till you get it to muscle memory, but
yeah.
It's all
newborns. Getting the bow of light.
Oh. My bow broke with 1 shot left. I was like, no. Did you say I got Speechless Phase 1?
Yeah, I did.
That was insane.
Yeah. I saw you clip it.
Clipped all of my Speechlesses. So I was like planning on like a compilation at some point, but then
you should.
I bricked my my homebrew switch, so I kind of lost like 7 months worth of progress.
Yikes.
Yeah. So.
I didn't realize. Okay, so do you not have homebrew anymore?
I don't have homebrew.
Eesh.
Yeah. sitting here, just need a dead switch.
Amazing.
I can probably fix it, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm too lazy. I'll probably fix it before Tears of the Kingdom to acquire a very legal copy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Very legal Tears of the Kingdom.
The legalist of legal.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was wondering why you didn't just like quick download DLC via homebrew, but that makes sense now.
Just a few more shots.
I was interested, so why did you do the fairy one, or do you just only know the fairy one as opposed to like just getting the topaz or whatever RNG thing that comes out of that rare ore talus, or rare ore?
I mean, that's the thing, it's RNG. Like, there's no
That's
guarantee
fair.
that you'll get, like, a rare ore.
That's true.
There's, like, no backup if that happens.
That's fair. Yeah, if you just get flint, you're sad then.
Yeah. And then this setup's basically the same exact thing that the other setup does.
Mm-hmm.
What's it called? DLC.
Mm-hmm.
But I just make sure that I give my shield one extra drip, or one extra hit, so it's not. I need a fresh shield with -1.
Alright. GG, Newborn.
GG's.
Newborn, if you are not too tired, I'd love to have you in for interview real quick, but totally understand if you need to go to bed. Yeah. Totally understand if you need to go to bed. Oh. Ricky, if you can hear that, Newborn's in the waiting room. He just needs to be pulled in, maybe.
Do you have the power to?
I don't think so. Can I? Yo, I
Commentate,
can.
like-
Cool.
Yeah, I think if they give you the commented role, you can drag people in.
Hey, Newborn.
Don't forget to
What's
press
up, guys?
the
GG Tapir.
GG's.
GG's.
Thank you.
How'd you feel about your run?
It started really rough. Plateau was rough. I was nervous. I think this is my first ZSR race, so I took a long time getting out of SOR and just had an overall kind of a rough start. But after that, it smoothed out for the most part and went okay after that, I feel like.
Yay, I'm glad.
Yeah.
I felt you had like pretty clean blight flights overall.
Yeah, I feel like that's true, actually. I don't think I had any big like missed cycles or anything, so obviously the pot lid burning up at the end was sort of unfortunate. I had seen the little notification, but it's in Italian, so I didn't know what it was. I thought maybe my falcon bow had burned, but then that was still there. So I didn't think to check my pot lid, but fortunately that has happened to me before. So I knew the best backup, which is not necessarily the thing you want to know, but it only loses like maybe 45 seconds or a minute, so not too bad.
Nice. Yeah. Well, I'm not sure what's next for you because I don't have the bracket up, but
He has to face Moon Swing. Then
okay.
Face Moon Swing.
That'll be an interesting one because Moon, I think, as far as I know, is still planning on running Master Mode, so that'll present some really interesting differences in terms of run comparison.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually really nice to have you two doing two different routes because it meant you guys were doing fish drama at different times. And so I didn't have to sit through like having literally nothing to talk about. So appreciative of that.
Yeah, I figured one person doing tower route and the other doing towerless would give you something at least to talk about, especially since you just talked through all this for 2 hours directly preceding our match. So nice job to you for being the champ on 4 hours of commentary.
Thanks. You're welcome. Yeah. Definitely, I'm not procrastinating on grading at all. That's definitely not what I'm doing.
Yeah, teachers never do that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Never. Well, you have any last comments, Newborn? And we'll let Ricky go to sleep if he likes.
No, I got to go to sleep too. I just thanks to Pierre for the race, and thanks Lit for the commentary, and Ricky and Cubs for the restream. It was a good time. Looking forward to the next one.
Yeah. Any last words, Tapir?
No, just thank you, restreamers, for having the time. I know it's a bit challenging with our races kind of being a little bit short notice, but try my best. And yeah, just thanks.
All right. Well, on behalf of ZSR and everyone involved, we thank you all for watching. We'll hope you stay tuned later to ZSR for all of their many races and events. I'm not quite sure what they have coming up, but I'm sure it's something phenomenal. So come back and see what's going on tomorrow or the next day after. Have a great rest of your night, guys, and I hope everyone is well. All right, see ya.
Bye-bye.
All right, we should leave the voice call because that's how Ricky's gonna know.